Hello everyone, and welcome to the mini video tutorial for the Junior Genius ACT Mentoring Program. I'm Professor Thomas, the creator, and your host in this video. In this video, we'll go over the 6 key components involved in the program, as well as some of the new things for 2013. We'll briefly discuss the 6 key components before coming on back into each component and looking at it in greater depth. For now, the 6 key components are: component number 1, one-on-one private tutoring with Professor Thomas. Component number 2, weekly training sessions called the Genius Combines. It's an opportunity for your son or daughter to work with a real live ACT test. Component number 3, mock Saturday practices given the last 2 weeks before the actual ACT test. Component number 4, free access to the largest video tutorial website for ACT preparation on the internet, acttutoring.net. Component number 5, free reprepping. Yep, you heard it, parents, free to reprep. If your son or daughter is planning on taking the ACT test more than once, it's free to continue working with Professor Thomas and the Genius team. And finally, component number 6, last but surely not least, it's the kids' favorite, it's the Junior Genius gear. Component number 1 is one-on-one tutoring with Professor Thomas. Your son or daughter will have 7 2-hour sessions to work with the 5 different sections of ACT, whether it's reading, math, English, science, or the essay. Professor Thomas will take a look at your son or daughter's strengths and weaknesses, as well as their individual learning style, and set up a program based upon what he sees. In the one-on-one tutoring, you'll learn secrets, tricks, and strategies, and then in component number 2, the Genius Combines is an opportunity for your son or daughter to practice what they learned from the one-on-one sessions. Let's go ahead and do an overview. Say that Susie comes and learns with Professor Thomas Genius mapping for the reading section. Then, in the Genius Combine that same week, she would come in and check out one of the reading tests. She would take the reading test, she would correct the reading test, she would scale and score the reading test. Then what she would do is she'd fill out a review sheet, writing down all the answers to all the questions that she got wrong and the answers next to them. Then, what's new for 2013? Professor Thomas has purchased over 15 tablets and made over 1,500 individual explanations to the questions involved in the Genius Combines. It's the material the kids work with. 1,500 videos, you heard it. Any idea of how many hundreds of hours this took? It took me a whole winter, 4 or 5 months to do this. But now, spring of 2013, students will have access to the tablets with the videos uploaded to the tablets. Susie will take the test, correct the test, fill the review sheet out, and then watch the video explanations to the questions that she got wrong. This is an opportunity to continue working and learning without paying for extra tutoring with Professor Thomas. It's awesome. Component number 4, free access to one of the largest video tutorial websites on the internet for ACT preparation. Professor Thomas's hand-created website, www.acttutoring.net, contains over 80 hours of free video tutorials and 50 real tests. Each student involved in the Junior Genius program will be assigned a username and a password. If students can't attend the Genius Combines or are coming from out of state or from further areas outside the metro area, they can do their homework that they would normally do in the Genius Combine online. Component number 5, free reprepping. Yes, parents, that's right. If your son or daughter is planning on taking the ACT multiple times, it's free to continue working with Professor Thomas and the Genius team. We've had students stay in the program as long as a year and a half. That means they've taken the test as many as 5 or 6 times. Once the students burn up the tutoring sessions, 7 2-hour sessions, they still are able to come to the Genius Combines, they're still able to come to the mock Saturday practices, and they're still able to use the website. This is more than enough material to reprep to take the test again. Once again, Professor Thomas is constantly in contact with the students even though they finish the program. It's free, free, free. It's a great deal. And finally, last but surely not least, it's the Genius Gear. Genius Gear contains all of the coolest, latest widgets and gadgets from around the world. Let's jump on in and see what's new for 2013. Genius Beats by Professor T. These are the same exact headphones as Beats by Dr. Dre. In fact, they're made by the exact same company. Professor Thomas traveled all the way to Hong Kong and did business with the company directly. He had them make special edition Genius Beats by Professor T. They're high quality, sturdy, high fashionable HD super bass headphones. Genius Beats by Professor T come in a variety of different colors, ranging from blue, yellow, black, white, and Professor Thomas's favorite color, green. Genius Beats by Professor T are created especially for the Junior Genius kids in the Junior Genius mentoring program. We'll be able to use the Junior Genius Beats at all the training sessions, including the Genius Combines. Students love their Genius Beats. The Genius Seismo Box. The Seismo Box is the latest creation and addition to the 2013 Genius Gear. And here's what happened. Professor Thomas sat down with the students and said, what would be cool to add into the Genius Gear as a motivational gift for students that make the weekly honor roll or student of the week or get into the school of their choice. And students reported that they like to play music off of their cell phone. But the problem was that the speaker system on the cell phone wasn't strong enough. So Professor Thomas looked around to try and find a compact cell phone speaker system that would be small enough to carry in your bag or your pocket. The Seismo Box truly is a Seismo Box because when you plug in your cell phone into the slot here, this produces high definition, high bass, super Bose-like sound through your cell phone, or there's a flash drive spot here. You can load all your music onto a flash drive and play your music off of your flash drive. The Seismo Box comes in 3 different colors: metallic pink, black, and metallic blue. Also, the Seismo Box comes with a carrying case, a plastic, sturdy, protective case that will keep your Seismo Box safe and sound. Also, the Seismo Box comes with a handy carrying case so you don't damage or scratch your Seismo Box while you're carrying it around in your bag, your backpack, or even your pocket. The Genius Timekeeping Device. The Genius Timekeeping Device is created out of Tokyo and is the only watch that's ACT proof. What does that mean? ACT says you're allowed to have a timekeeping device. The problem is it can't make any sound. So there is no such thing as a stopwatch that does not make any sound. These watches were created without a speaker, especially for the Junior Genius program. Remember, when you buy a stopwatch at Target or Walmart and you push this little button, it will make a small beeping sound. They do not make watches that don't have this beeping sound. These watches were created, like I said, in Tokyo without a speaker. They come in 3 different colors: black, blue, and pink. Soft rubber to be comfortable on your wrist while you're taking the actual ACT. You can use them in the Genius Combines and on the mock Saturday tests. The face is large enough to be able to read the time, so you'll know exactly how much time you have left when you're working with the reading section and the science section. Timing is of essence for ACT. The Genius Organizing Backpack. The Genius Backpack is large enough to fit all of your material inside. If you look here in the front, there's a large front pocket that will fit a TI 83 or 84 calculator, plus a sandwich and a bottle of water. Professor Thomas hand designed these backpacks. He actually measured out the distance here for the calculator, a sandwich, and a bottle of water. when you're coming to the Genius Combines. You may get hungry, you may get thirsty, and you will need your calculator. So this is a great place to keep all of your things inside the backpack pocket. Inside the main compartment here is hand-designed and hand-tailored for the Genius organizing box. The Genius organizing box you'll see later is a plastic organizing box. You'll be able to keep all of your Genius note cards for math formulas, your Genius note cards for the English rules of grammar, all of your practice tests, and other notes and anything else you have for ACT. The Genius backpack is very, very fashionable. Out of Tokyo, the students like to wear one strap that comes across the middle of your chest. Inside the Genius backpack also, there's a pocket to keep some change, there's another pocket to keep your ID card, and there's a little handy strap here to hook your keys so you keep everything nice and organized. The Genius Organizer. The Genius Organizer is a sturdy, high-quality box that's made of plastic that students will be able to keep all of their material inside. Handy clip here to keep all of our Genius note cards for the English rules of grammar and our math formulas, as well as all the practice tests and other notes that students may have from the Junior Genius ACT mentoring course. It's a great way to stay organized. The size of this Genius box fits exactly inside the backpack. Since Professor Thomas hand-created the backpack, he tailored this exactly to fit this particular box. It's made of high-quality plastic and is not easily broken. And finally, the last thing is the Junior Genius Honor Roll music box. This is a double speaker Bose speaker system that plays music off of a flash drive. The sound that's produced from this music box is amazing. It's got two speaker systems here, a high quality battery on the bottom, and is able to be recharged off of your computer. Students love this. It's a great addition to play music off of your computer or even to play music off of your cell phone. Students can win this as a prize if they make honor roll. Honor roll in the Junior Genius Mentoring Program is when students increase their ACT score 5 composites or more, or 6 composites or more in any one given section on the ACT. Thanks for taking time to learn more about the Junior Genius ACT Mentoring Course and Professor Thomas. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us directly. Our website for more information is www.minnesotaacttutoring.com. If you'd like to speak to Sandra, my assistant, she can be reached at this particular address. Just go to the link that says Contact Us. If you'd like to talk to Professor Thomas on the telephone, his direct line is 952-217-0353. If you'd like to email Professor Thomas with further questions, his email address is info at minnesotaacttutoring.com. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.